Hello class, this is Mr. Eggleston. This is the CYU, check your understanding, for lesson 8.4, transformations of exponential functions. So here we go, to complete the table and graph y equals 2 to the x minus 3. So they're asking us to complete the table. So I always like to start at x equals 0, so that would be 2 to the 0 minus 3. 2 to the 0 is 1, so it's 1 minus 3, which is negative 2. So that tells us at 0, the graph is at y equals negative 2. When x is 1, that is going to be 2 to the first minus 3, which is 2 minus 3, which is negative 1. So when x is 1, we're at negative 1. When x is 2, we're at 2 squared times, 2 squared minus 3. 2 squared is 4, minus 3 is 1. So when x is 2, we're at 1. And when x is 3, that's 2 to the third minus 3. 2 to the third is 8. Minus 3 is 5. So when x is 3, we're at 5. And when x is 4, that's 2 to the fourth. Minus 3 to the fourth is 16. Minus 3 is 13. Now you may find you need a calculator to help you do this. All right. Let's go in the negative direction. So that's going to be 2 to the negative 1 minus 3. 2 to the negative 1 is a half. A half minus 3 is negative 2.5. So we're at negative 1 to negative 2.5, which is right about there. At x equals negative 2, we're at 2 to the negative 2 minus 3. That's 1/4 minus 3, so that's negative 2.75. Negative 2.75, which is there. Now notice we have a horizontal asymptote at y equals negative 3. So I would, when I graph these, let me do this a better way. When I graph these, I always graph the horizontal asymptote first. That's going to act as my guide. Okay. And then I always make it broken. So let's make it that. And so now you can use that as a guide to help you graph. So this is going to be, it's going to flatten out down here. And then we're just going to kind of go up. Okay. Just to let you know, the domain for this is D is all real numbers. X can be every number in the book. The range is going to be, and that's R, is going to be y is greater than negative 3. Because negative 3 is a horizontal asymptote. And the horizontal asymptote for this is y equals negative 3. All right, there you go. Now for question 2. Consider the function f of x equals 7 times a half to the x power plus 8. Find the y-intercept. Well, that means they want us to figure out what f of 0 is. F of 0 will be 7 times a half to the 0 power plus 8. A half to the 0 is 1, so that becomes 7 times 1 plus 8. Which is 7 plus 8. I'm showing every step, which is 15. You got to remember, any number to the 0 power is 1. So the y-intercept of this graph, the y-intercept is simply going to be, remember, x is 0, 15. So for this graph, the y-intercept would have been way up there. And the horizontal asymptote would have been y equals 8. And then the graph would look like something like this. Now I would run a few numbers. Oh, no, that looks like a straight line. I would run a few numbers to get, be more precise, but it's going to look something like that. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. It's going to look the exact opposite because it's 1/2. It'll be doing something. Actually, it would probably be doing something like this and do something like that. So, but they didn't ask you to graph it. All right. Write the equation of the horizontal asymptote. That will simply be y equals 8. The horizontal asymptote will always be the number being added at the back end. So if there was no number, if there was no plus 8, and it was just that, the horizontal asymptote would be y equals 0, the x-axis. All right? Now, consider the two functions, j of x, or actually the three functions. J of x equals 4 to the x, k of x equals 5 to the x minus 2, and m of x is 3 to the x plus 20. Which function grows the fastest? How do you know? All right? If you look at this, you could just try a few numbers. All right? Try just a few numbers in each of them and see which one works. So, por ejemplo, okay, so I'm sorry, I'm tired. You would have, okay, so which one grows faster? K of x. Why? A larger growth factor. The growth factor is the base because larger growth factor. That is, the base B is the greatest. Doesn't matter what you're multiplying by or adding or subtracting. It's the fact that the base B of k of x is 5, which is greater than 4, which is greater than 3. So in order, it would be k of x is the greatest, it grows the fastest, j of x, and then m of x. Which functions have y equals 0 included in their range? There's only one of these. Okay? Remember, the horizontal asymptote for j of x, the HA, is simply y equals 0. The graph will approach, that's the x-axis. So it'll approach the x-axis but never touch it. For m of x, the horizontal asymptote for m of x is going to be y equals 20 because we're adding 20 at the back end. And the horizontal asymptote for k of x is y equals -2. So what that means is, which functions have y equals 0? Only one, because there's only one that actually turns negative at certain values of x. That is, that approaches y equals -2 as a horizontal asymptote. So it is k of x. The horizontal asymptote is less than 0. Okay? And there you go. Have a good night. God bless.